Hey guys, this is Travis here from For The Hustle. It's the COVID season and I know it's dampening everyone's mood, right? But life still has to go on and work still has to go on. So if you were searching for this video, maybe like stay at home tips, then yes, this is the video for you. Basically, I want to address kind of the differences between working from home and working in your office is actually very different. So I want to share with you some tips on how you can actually better manage working from home or working more effectively, especially if you were given like the work from home order or stay at home order, or maybe you were quarantined, right? You still have to work from home. Life still has to go on. So let's start with my 8 work from home tips for the COVID-19 season. Alright, so tip number 1 is to make a psychological change. It is very different when you are reporting to work, going to the office. Even the physical location of the office is very different settings and environment compared to when you're at home and your bed is beside you. So psychologically, you gotta make that shift and you have to tell yourself that work still has to continue, especially if your bosses, your company is still paying you that paycheck and they are expecting you to continue to produce work, not slacking off. So psychologically, this is the most important. You gotta tweak and you gotta tell yourself that, hey, even though I'm staying from home, I'm still working, I still have to adhere to the working hours, and it's kind of like you have this added discipline. You need to instill this added discipline inside you that I'm still going to work, just that it's a different location, but whatever needs to be done, I still need to do it. Alright, so tell your brain it's not holiday mode. You're not on leave. You still have to work, and whatever you need to do, you still need to complete it. Alright, tip number 2 is to structure your day. So what we mean by this is you want to allocate different tasks to different times of the day, and it is so important to have a structure. Like we mentioned, you need this added discipline, otherwise you will slack off for sure. So to give you an example, let's say you are waking up in the morning, right? You're working from home. Starting out the first thing in the morning, what you're gonna do, maybe you can have your breakfast, then after that you're gonna clear your inbox, check your emails, reply to messages. Then after that, maybe you clear the task number 1 for the day. After task number 1 is done, you go for lunch. It's the afternoon. After lunch, you go for your first meeting with your colleagues maybe. Then after meeting, maybe you have another task or maybe another meeting or maybe some e-learning to do. Then after that, maybe you can go for tea break, whatever, as long as you get the work done, and then finish off your day with your last activity, and then that's the end of your work day. So have a proper structure. If you need to, write it down. There's no harm in that. Okay, write down your structure and make sure that you adhere to the structure. Because if you go to the office, the environment is like you see everyone working and you see people will tell you what to do, your bosses will tell you what to do. But when you're at home, you need something physical or something tangible to refer to. So have a structure. Okay, point number 3 is to have a checklist. So this ties to the point number 2 about having a structure. Having a physical checklist will ensure that you actually adhere to whatever you need to get done for the day. And then once you clear it, you check off one by one. So like we mentioned, when you're in the office environment, right, there is pressure from the boss, there is pressure from your co-workers. So you naturally kind of have to get things done. But when you're in your home settings and there's so much distraction around you, you want to make sure that you have the discipline. So create a checklist of the things you need to do beforehand, things that you need to complete for the day, and then now you have a measurable element. So whenever you get something done, check it off, and trust me, you will feel much better and it becomes more manageable, and end of the day you feel more accountable because when you see that everything's checked, you are sure, and you can even show this checklist to your bosses that, hey, I've actually done this. So create a checklist. Alright guys, point number 4 is to prepare your workstation or your workspace. And this may seem like a small little issue, right? But psychologically, it makes such a big difference, because if you think about it, your office settings is obviously very different from your home setting, your home desk, alright? So even more so than ever, right now you're working from home, you want to kind of organize, maybe touch up a bit, or maybe add a few more file cabinets or whatever have you into your home workstation, and try to beautify it and try to make it more organized, because this is the first thing you will see in the morning, right? For the next, I don't know, God knows how long this will continue. You want to make sure that you prepare your workstation and try to make it as organized and as similar to your office setting as possible. So this means that if necessary, you need to buy certain tools to make your life more comfortable. Maybe have a back cushion on your seat, or maybe have a laptop prop so that you're actually viewing your laptop at eye level. Maybe your home desk is very messy and untidy. Take this opportunity to clean it up so that you're more prepared and you have no excuses like what if your files go missing or something goes missing. So make sure you're organized as possible and design your workstation the way you want it and make it the most comfortable, and look forward to start working every day instead of slacking off. Okay guys, tip number 5, and this one gets very overlooked, is to keep fit. Physically fit and mentally fit. And this one is something that I really advocate. And guys, think about it. It's not only during the COVID season that you have to keep fit. Even when you're working, when it's normal out there, you should always try to be physically and mentally fit. So try to incorporate some exercises. It's a hot thing right now, home workout. So at least try to keep your mind sharp and your body sharp, and it will build your immune system as well against this virus. Alright, so instead of just working and then just keeping yourself at home, it's not good for your blood circulation either. It's not good for your mind if you're trapped at home or even trapped in your room and just working every day. That is so unhealthy. It's super unhealthy. So don't do that. Incorporate maybe once a week or at least twice a week. Go out for a jog or just do some home exercises. And it's just common sense. So stay healthy, guys. Guys, tip number 6 is to leverage on online tools. More so than ever, now is a great time for you and your team to leverage on the online resources and softwares you have out there. So previously, I was employee back then, so I know that even with all these technological advances and innovative softwares and tools, right, companies, they don't leverage on it, they don't use them. But now they don't have the excuses, and you don't have the excuses, because if everybody has to stay at home, then even more so you have to tap into all these online capabilities. So for instance, and there are many apps and websites out there, okay, I'm just stating a few of the more useful ones. So for example, Dropbox or Google Drive to send your files, or using Slack is a great way for team communications, or using Zoom for teleconferencing, so on and so forth. So I hope, even if let's say you're a manager, try to leverage on all these existing tools, online softwares that you weren't doing in the past, in order to make your team and your team members more productive and work in a more cohesive manner. And end of the day, we try to maximize productivity, even though we are not able to meet face to face or have physical contact or go to the office settings, right? We try to minimize all these limitations and make the best out of the situation. Alright, point number 7, now is a great chance to go do your e-learning or your online courses. And when I was working back then as an employee, I really advocate this, and I really push myself to go for extra courses, online courses or e-learning. And I know that based on experience, that's something that usually people don't do. It's always an option to, you know, hone your skills and do e-learning, but people are just so engrossed in their day-to-day work that all this extracurricular stuff, they don't do it. So right now, you're at home, you have more time, you're better able to manage your time. So leverage on this opportunity in this time of crisis and try to improve yourself, improve your skills, do your e-learning, whatever courses that your company offers you. Now you can actually self-learn your own time, own target, and invest in yourself, right? You heard this so many times, invest in yourself. So you see, there's so many things you can do to leverage in this situation. So I hope that people actually come out of this situation stronger and able to work smarter, especially when people go back to the workforce, and then continue using all these online resources available to you. And my final tip for you guys is take this opportunity to develop your side hustle. So if you know me, that's really what I strongly believe in. So in this period, it's really all up to you how you want to manage your time. So there's no better opportunity right now to start picking up on whatever was that passion project that you wanted to do, or that new interest or that new skill you wanted to pick up. Of course, you want to finish your work first, okay? You're still employed, assuming you're still employed. But if you find yourself having more time, then there's no excuses. It's the best time right now to develop your side hustles. Maybe if you're thinking of developing your own freelance services or business, then now is a great time to structure it properly. If you're interested in this, we actually created a video on tips on how to start your freelancing business the right way, so check it out. And yeah guys, so you're in full control, so make use of the time properly. Alright guys, so that was my 8 tips on how to work from home more effectively, be more productive during this COVID-19 season. I know that this is currently a downtime that we are experiencing, but I really do hope that people see the upside, being able to, leverage on online resources and just being able to manage your time properly and coming up with creative ways to continue to be productive during this period. And also let me know in the comments guys how you are coping with this COVID-19 situation. Maybe at your workplace or maybe at home. Share your own tips and your own unique ways of how you are working from home. That's it guys. If you found this video useful, please like and also share this video with anyone you think will find this useful. And also subscribe to our channel. What we do in For The Hustle is we will be creating content for the modern entrepreneur and freelancer. All this content are here to serve you. We want to provide you as much tips and guides and how-to as possible to help you in your freelancing or your entrepreneurial journey. See you in the next one. Bye.